June 2014, paper 2. Ahmed buys some groceries. Complete the 4 entries in the following table to show the bill for these items. If somebody's buying 6 packs at £1.24 per pack, to work out the cost, you do 6 times £1.24, which is £7.44. 4 kilograms at 86 pence. I'm going to put it in as pounds, so it becomes 0.86. Okay, when I'm typing it in. So I'm doing 4 times 0.86, which equals £3.44. Add them up to get the total. Okay, £7.44 plus £3.44 plus £4.62, which is £15.5, which in terms of money means £15.50. He gets a discount of 20%. How much is the discount? Okay, so you can either find it by doing 10% and times it by 2. So 10% would be £15.50 divided by 10, and then 20% would be that answer times 2. So let's have a look. £15.50 divided by 10 times 2. So the answer to that, the discount, is £3.10. Or you could have found 1% by dividing by 100 and then multiplied by 20 to get 20%. Circle a quantity that is the appropriate estimate for each of the following. The height of a man. A kilometre is just over half a mile, so 170 half a mile is going to be a long way. A metre is about the length of a classroom desk, so that is going to be too many. A millimetre is the thickness of a fingernail, so 170 of them isn't going to be very thick. So it's going to be 170 centimetres. The weight of a large dog. A kilogram is a bag of sugar, so 28 kilograms is going to be the right answer because it's more than a bag of sugar. All the rest are smaller. Capacity of a car's fuel tank. 1 litre is 3 cans of Coke, so 600 millilitres would be around 2 cans of Coke, which wouldn't be enough. 60 litres would be 60 lots of 3 cans of Coke, about 180 cans of Coke, which would be about appropriate. The area of a classroom or a room, okay, it's going to be in metres, so the only answer there is going to be metres squared, is 18 metres squared. Box is placed on a scale. Let's try and work out what it's going up in. First of all, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 representing 100, so it means it's going up in 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So this one will be 120, 140, 160. So what that is telling me that 1 box is equal to 160. So 2 boxes is going to be 160 times 2, which is going to be 320. So when I'm looking for 320, I go to 300, I go just past there. So on the first line past 300, because it's the same scale and it's going up in 20s, and I join them up to the ruler. And that one would be 320. Right, the 2 boxes we've already decided weigh 320 grams. And now the reading on this scale is 620. So the 2 boxes plus the 5 cubes weigh 620 grams, which means if I'm looking for the 5 cubes, the 5 cubes are going to weigh 620, take away the 2 boxes, and the 2 boxes were 320. So 5 cubes are going to be equal to 300 grams. So to find what 1 cube is going to be, it's going to be 300 divided by 5, and then 300 divided by 5 is equal to 60 grams. Because it's a quality of written communication, make sure you're explaining each step as you go through the question. Question number 4. When you're estimating these, okay, you count the whole squares, and you would go through and count up the whole squares. You would then look at the squares which are close to 1 or over a half and count them as well. Okay, your estimated squares. Add the two answers together, and whatever the answer is then, because each one represents an area of 8, you multiply by 8. You will have a region of values you're allowed to calculate that question. Part B, to do the line of symmetry, I would mark off where it crosses at each point. So in the mirror image, we'd cross off there. 2 above the line, so I'd go 2 below the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above the line, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 5 below the line. 1 above the line, so 1 below the line. This line is a straight line, so it's a straightforward join point to point. This one is a straightforward join the point to point. And with this one, you're just looking at it. That's a tiny bit above 1, so it's going to be a tiny bit below 1. That's about halfway up between 1 and 2. So halfway between 1 and 2. That one's just over 2, so just over 2 would go there. Almost 3. And pretty much almost 4. And then with a pencil, try and join them up to make it as smooth as you can, using a pencil in case you make a mistake. Properties of a circle. In terms of properties of a circle, a line joining from the centre of the outside is called a radius. A line that goes across a circle but doesn't go through the centre is called a chord. The other ones you might need to know is a line that goes right away across the centre, circle through the centre, and that's called a diameter. And a line that touches the outside, which is called a tangent. Measure in millimetres the length of the line AB. With your ruler, I've got millimetres on this one. I'm going to start on the end of the line. I'm going to go right down, and it's going to be 140, 141, 142, 143 millimetres. If you only got centimetres on your ruler, you would measure it. It's coming just over 14, 14.1, 14.2, 14.3. So you would then do 14.3 times 10, which makes 143. Draw a line through C that is perpendicular to AB. I would put my protractor on AB. I would then make sure 90 comes up so it meets it at C. I would join a line where it meets, and then I would just draw a line up through C that's perpendicular, because if you remember, it makes 90 degrees. Parallel is like railway tracks, and perpendicular is where it makes 90 degrees.